Hey y'all, it's your girl Stephanie. It's been a whirlwind these past few weeks, and I finally had a moment to take a deep breath and sit back. So here I am with my pen and pad and just doing a bit of reflecting on everything that's happened so far. I mean, the chaos, the heartbreak, the unexpected blessings, the unexpected happenings. Oh my goodness. I just felt like it was time to share my story with you. And so here we go. Life has thrown me some serious curveballs recently, and I wanted to take you along on this journey of rebuilding because that's exactly what I need to do. There have been tears, prayers, and moments of deep gratitude. And through it all, I've stayed focused on one thing, my goals. But let's start at the beginning. Well, let's call it the end of the old and the beginning of the new. So it all started on Thanksgiving weekend. Myself, my family, we were at home and just having a quiet evening. And suddenly, a drunk driver crashed into my car, and the impact of it crashed my car straight into my house. My heart stopped as I realized that the car had hit the wall right where my boy's room was. I took them to the hospital, and they suffered some injuries, but by the grace of God, nothing life-threatening. I held them tight, and I was thanking God that I still had my babies with me, because the thought of what could have happened really shook me to the core. That night was chaotic and terrifying to say the least, and it's a moment that will stay with me forever. But even in the midst of that storm, I found gratitude. It could have been much worse, and by the grace of God, it was not. But the accident wasn't the only storm brewing. That same weekend, my marriage had hit its inevitable end. I'm going to say inevitable because the signs have been lingering. But that weekend, my marriage came to a close. We didn't exactly decide to separate. Life kind of made that decision for us. And while it's not easy to talk about, it's a chapter of my life that's coming to an end. This separation is affecting every area of my life, including my finances. But I truly believe it's all for the best. You know how sometimes we pray to God for blessings, for prosperity, for alignment with His will, and sometimes we don't realize what or who He might have to remove from our lives to make that happen? Well, that's the situation that I'm in. It's never easy, but I fully surrendered to His will for me at this season of my life. I'm learning not to settle. Not to settle for relationships, for circumstances, or for versions of myself even that no longer fit with who I'm becoming. Better yet, with who I am. This is a season of growth and expansion, even in the midst of chaos. And honestly, it's teaching me that staying focused on my goals, even when life is lifing, it's the only way forward. So I set my sights on a new life, on a new beginning. It took me a 1.5-day road trip with my boys in tow and everything packed to the brim that I can fit in my small little car, and I had to adapt on my journey from Atlanta to my new life in Vegas. Now, while this is exciting as it sounds, I just recently started my cash stuffing method, and it was really helping me to stay on track. But during the move, I did have to lean on my tried and true, familiar way of budgeting and dealing with my finances, which was digitally. It was just easy for the road trip and, one less thing for me to think of through the chaos. So here's a quick peek of what I had left in my wallet just before I left Atlanta. I was using some of the cash here and there, but I was mostly using my debit cards. But yeah, here's a sneak peek of what was in my wallet before I left Atlanta.
Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys, I did not record a cash stuffing video this last week. I did record one last week and I posted it, but I didn't record one for this week. Literally everything was just moving so fast, so I just wanted to and I didn't even restuff my wallet for this week. So this literally was left in this wallet right now is just what I had left over for last week. Since I am traveling, I decided to leave everything digital because it's just easy for me to spend from my cards while I'm traveling. Now, cash stuffing is new to me, budgeting is not. So I just wanted to, since everything was already moving so fast and just kind of up in the air slightly, I just wanted to go with the norm in that instance. So really, everything got spent last week. I'm going to just kind of work with one hand. Everything got spent last week. Car gas for this week and probably next week, guys, I'm going to be spending from my card for gas and groceries just until I can get my things unpacked and more stabilized. The kids did have some money left over from last week. Girl, please don't ask me how, because listen, we've been on the move and I have been spending. But like I said, I've been doing mostly digital. So there was some things left over, but we are going to use this while we're traveling. So this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 was left in the kids folder. And yeah, don't mind that noise. Like I said, we are on the move, so just roll with it. This is real time here. Okay, so kids have 14. Personal care, I definitely have been just I got my nails done, so that nothing was left there. I didn't put anything in entertainment. Dining out, this is not accurate at all. I definitely spent everything on dining out, so I'm probably going to put the rest of this onto my credit card so that bill can get paid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's only $7 left, but yeah, so that's going to be that. And what I also Charity didn't get anything. I put my little Monopoly doggy in here so he can be safe until I get my setup, get everything set back up so that I can put that back in place. And then this is my change wallet, of course. So that is my wallet for this week. I'm probably not going to do a cash wallet next week either, but I am going to be putting out a video. So this will just be my last cash wallet review until I get everything back settled.
Now that I'm settling in, I'm ready to jump back into my cash stuffing method. It has been such a game changer for me, curbing impulse spending and keeping me grounded in my financial goals. And speaking of keeping me grounded, I am so absolutely grateful for the select few family and friends that I was able to reach out to, call upon, and who even called and checked on me as I was going through this transition, providing me with advice, providing me with emotional support, even financial support through this transition. I just want to especially thank them. And I also want to thank all the people who unknowingly was an angel and blessing in disguise and they didn't even know it. I had to sell a bunch of my things, my personal belongings, in order to make this transition. And so I did so on Facebook Marketplace, and a couple of people, they bought them very quickly and not knowing that they were really helping me in a very tough time. So I just want to thank those people as well. And so now, as I rebuild my life, I keep coming back to the mission that drives me, leaving a legacy for my children and my children's children. That is what this channel is about, setting and achieving big financial goals, even when life gets messy. We all have dreams and aspirations, and this season has reminded me that achieving them requires focus, no matter what. Life doesn't always look like we planned, and sometimes we have to redefine ourselves to become the person that is capable of reaching those goals. God has a funny way of showing us what's possible, showing us who He is. I mean, just a few months ago, I was talking to my business coach about how to connect with my audience and connect with my clients. And we were tossing around some ideas about a couple of reasons why a person would need to rebuild their finances, get out of debt, save money, and all these things in order to purchase their home. And one of the topics that I threw out there was people who are going through divorce. And in that moment, I said to her, I don't know how I could ever relate to them, because at that time, I didn't believe in divorce. Divorce just wasn't something I believed in. And here I am, walking that exact path. It's not easy, and it's not what I planned at all, but I know that it's necessary for my growth. When we reach those forks in the road, when one person wants to go one way and the other one wants to go another, we have to make hard decisions. Now, don't get me wrong, my marriage didn't end because of one thing. It was a culmination of things. But now I'm finally embracing the path God has laid out for me, trusting that this new chapter is exactly what I need to become the woman that I'm meant to be. So here I am, rebuilding my life, one day at a time, one decision at a time, becoming and being exactly who God has called me to be. I hope that my story inspires you to keep going, to stay focused on your goals, and to never settle for less than what God has for you. I mean, what about you? What's something that has helped you stay grounded through a tough time? Let's chat in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And thank you for allowing me to share my journey with you. The next videos are already in the works. I can't wait to share with you my December closeout and my January 2025 budget. And I can't wait to dive back into budgeting and cash stuffing with y'all. I mean, I'm excited for everything that's to come. So like and subscribe. Join the fam, join the journey. Better yet, get your cash stuffing supplies, get your planner from my Ko-fi shop, and join the journey with me. Until then, take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. You guys be blessed.